The panda. Nature's couch potato. All it does is eat, sleep, and poop. It can poop up to 40 times a day. Its diet consists of 99% of bamboo. The giant panda is considered a bear, and they are very cute.
Hello and welcome to Visual Recreation, your essential guide to winning FML each and every week. I'm Joey, the strategy guy.
And I'm your local movie buff, Andrew. And there's 6 new movies out, so we can't waste any time.
Whoa. Before we talk about those 6 new movies, let's take a recap of what happened in the box office last week.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
Sure, whatever you want to do.
Well, cool. So F8 came out last weekend, The Fate of the Furious, and that came in under most projections at a little bit under $100 million.
Yeah, such a disappointment.
Yeah, it made $98 million.
How dare you?
And there was a lot of hype around Gifted making the bonus, and even the Case for Christ movie because of Easter last weekend making the bonus, but that did not pan out because your perfect cinema for last weekend was 4 Boss Babies, which, by the way, crawled into taking that bonus.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of talk about Boss Baby last week, but I know someone mentioned Boss Baby kind of making the bonus, not to give any hints, and if Boss Baby can only drop 30%, it has a really good shot of getting the bonus, and it could even be higher.
That's right. So 4 Boss Babies, 1 Smurf, 2 Get Out, and 1 Life, and that brought in a little over $90 million for your perfect cinema.
That's such a random assortment of movies. The first movie we're going to talk about is Unforgettable, which is about a divorced family where the husband gets a new wife. The new wife is trying to be a good one and a good stepmother, while the ex-wife starts to have psychological tendencies against the new wife. This movie stars Rosario Dawson, Katherine Heigl, and Jeffrey Schultz. This movie was directed by Denise Denovi, which, fun fact, this is her first big screen directorial debut. But don't let that dissuade you, because she has been an executive producer on over 44 films, such as Crazy Stupid Love, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 1 and 2, and like I said, 41 others. The only thing I am nervous about is how generic the premise is. It seems like every year there's one movie that comes out with this exact thing, and then Lifetime comes out with these types of movies all the time. So
yeah. How many more movies do we need like this?
Exactly. So, will this movie make a mark on the box office, or will it be simply forgettable? The film this week that looks the most promising at tugging at your heartstrings is The Promise. This is a movie about a man who falls in love with another person's girlfriend. They butt heads throughout the film, but until they find themselves in the middle of a war where they have to set aside their differences and help each other survive, and also help other people survive as well. The 2 big A-list actors that are in this movie is Oscar Isaac and Christian Bale. The Promise is written, directed, and produced by Terry George, who also did Hotel Rwanda. With how iconic Hotel Rwanda is, will The Promise be as promising as that?
The panda.
From the wilds! Alright, here we go. From the wilds of China to a movie theater near you comes Disney's Nature Born in China. This is a nature documentary by Disney looking at 3 different families, pandas, snow leopards, and the golden monkeys in their natural habitats where few will ever venture to. This movie is putting animals into the forefront, kind of like their other nature documentaries such as Monkey Kingdom, Bears, and Earth. This movie is narrated by John Krasinski.
And while this movie may be born in China, can it graduate to the domestic box office and bring you a lot of FML bucks?
There's 3 more movies coming out this week, but for time we're gonna glance over them. There's Phoenix Forgotten.
There's Free Fire, shoot 'em up movie.
And there's Lost City of Zed.
Which actually looks like it could do really well, even though it's a limited release. It's got an 80 in the Metascore on IMDb, so it's looking like it could be a good movie. Will it do well this week? We'll find out. Okay, so now it's time for the top 5 for this weekend in the box office. And coming in at number 5, we have Born in China. Very similar movie as Disney's trying to do these more nature films. It's similar to Monkey Kingdom. And Monkey Kingdom came out in 2015, a little over 2,000 theaters, and it brought in $4.5 million. Born in China is around 1,500 theaters, and we're projecting it to bring in $4.5 million. Then at number 4 this weekend, we have Beauty and the Beast. And Beauty and the Beast is looking to bring in $7.5 million, and that's showing a 45% decrease. Then at number 3, we have the new movie Unforgettable, and it's trying to cause some trouble in the box office this weekend and bring in around $9 million. And coming in at number 2 is Boss Baby, looking to crawl away with $9.6 million over the weekend, and that reflects a 40% decrease. All right, now coming in at number 1, of course, you guessed it, F8, The Fate of the Furious. And we're putting that at $41.5 million, and that shows a decrease of 58%. Choosing the perfect cinema is very challenging, but it's even more difficult when they throw 6 new movies at you this weekend. And so for that, I'm busting out the notes.
Whoa, bringing out the big gun for this week's Food for Thought.
That's right. As we saw the past 2 weeks, you don't necessarily always have to choose the new kid on the block, but this weekend, uh-oh, we got a new kid on the block fan over here.
I love you, Donnie.
But this weekend, I think that there's going to be at least 1, if not 2, new movies in your perfect cinema. So if you're hoping that F8, The Fate of the Furious, can hold down $40 million or maybe even a little bit more, you can put that as your anchor this weekend. And then coming in with 2,000 theater count and an estimate of a little bit over $3 million, you can use The Promise to fill up the rest of your Cineplex, and that's looking to bring in $63.9 to $65.6 million. And if The Promise gets the bonus, then you're looking at $77.9 to $79.6 million for the perfect cinema.
Come on, Bale. Give me that points.
Up next, I like to call this combo Cry Me the City.
Ooh, Cry Me the City.
Yeah,
I like it.
And with that, you're looking at 5 Boss Babies and 3 Lost City of Z, or Lost City of Z, however you want to say that. And you're looking at that to bring in around $60 million, and then after the bonus, up to $66 million possibly. If you think that the Lost City of Z can make the bonus this weekend, then you can also have 1 F8, The Fate of the Furious, and you can have 5 Lost Cities in there with 2 Case for Christ filling up your Cineplex, and that's looking to bring in $65 million before the bonus, and then upwards of $75 million if those movies get the bonus.
How risky is our picks? You have your own food for thought for us? Leave it in the comment section below.
Like, comment, subscribe,
and remember, you gotta risk it to get the biscuit.